Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Teaspoon, and today we are going to be drinking a True Ya Spring Bud Green Tea from Teavivre. And this is a 2019 tea, even though this should be a 2020 version now. But the reason I got it because it was buy one get one free, and at that price, I can't say no. And so green teas, I do recommend you drinking it as soon as you can if it's open. Because it does deteriorate the fastest of all the teas, and you cannot age green tea as far as I know. So drink it within maybe 4 months, and I'm trying to try to drink as much as I can before it starts deteriorating in flavor. And to store this, store it in a cabinet if you're drinking it within a few months. If not, store it in a freezer for long-term storage, or in the refrigerator. But do keep in mind that when you take it out of the fridge, let it thaw out maybe a few hours before you open it, because you don't want the condensation to form. Okay, so I already have portioned out about 4 grams of tea in my gaiwan, which is 100 mils, and this is how it looks like. Okay, see the smell of the dry leaves. It's very fresh, very spring smelling. It smells like when you walk into a spring field. It's very green, like there's a lot of vegetable notes. Smell almost a hint of umami from like a green tea from like a sencha, Japanese sencha. A little bit of steamed chestnuts and corn. A little bit of corn smell. And let's go for the first tea. So I do recommend brewing this at a lower temperature because I've experimented with low and high, and the lower temperatures tend to work better for this tea, because if you don't, it gets a bit bitter and a little harsh. There's a harsh taste to it that I don't find enjoyable. So I'm steeping this at 80 degrees Celsius. Remember to always cover your lid for these 2 green teas. You don't want it to steep. You want it to steam inside the gaiwan. Okay, let's see, it smells very green. A little bit of corn, chestnut. It's about medium thickness, medium body. It's a lot of punch. This tea has a lot of flavor for green tea. A little bit of corn, the sweet aftertaste, and it lingers. As well as a little bit of the umami from typical of a green tea. There's a little bit of bitterness, but it's really pleasant. And just a bit of steamed chestnuts. Overall, this tea is there's a lot. It's very complex. There's other vegetable notes I can't really describe. Almost a mix of asparagus and bok choy, like a mix. Definitely like steamed corn. It's very good. and the color of the second steep. It's a little bit darker than the first steep. The color is very a pale, bright yellow. Smell still very more of the chestnut, a little bit of corn, a little bit of umami greenness. So it hits you with that umami green vegetable taste, and then the little bit of the corn, like steamed corn, hits you, and then the chestnut, the steamed chestnut, and then the finish is a little sweet within more of that green vegetable umami taste of a typical green tea. And there's some bitterness lingering, but it transforms into sweetness. There's a lot of flavor in this tea. And we'll be right back to see how many steeps this can go for. Just to conclude about this tea, so this tea you can get about 5 solid steeps from this tea. Steep 2 and 3 are probably the strongest steeps in terms of taste. Steep 2 I think has this little harshness to it, like maybe like when you eat a steamed chestnut, the taste of the skin, you know, the hard skin of the chestnut, it kind of have that harshness of the taste from that steamed chestnut. Steeps 3 and 4 are I think the most enjoyable steeps. It still has all those flavors and they're really pronounced, but they don't have that harshness as in steep 2. And then steep 5 kind of tapers off and it becomes very mellow, but it's very sweet at the end because more caffeine is coming out. As more caffeine is being extracted, it gets a bit sweeter. So who do I think this tea is good for? I think this tea is good for everyone. For experienced drinkers and newcomers. It is very, I would say, very unique taste. It has a lot of taste going on. It kind of transforms as it goes through the transition in your mouth and the tongue. There's a lot of different, very unique tastes. So it's very complex. As far as value goes, I got this at about $8 for 200 grams because it was buy one get one. I think the 2020 is about $10. So I do recommend it if for everyone to buy it. It is a very good tea for the value, and again I do recommend drinking this as soon as you can because it's a green tea. They do kind of deteriorate faster than the other teas. So do drink it as fast as you can. And that's it for my tea tasting, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. Remember to like if you enjoy this content, and subscribe for any future content. As always, until we tea again.